Okay, guys. So we'll go ahead and get through this object. This is the object used in probably the most widely known proof. Excuse me, of the Pythagorean theorem, where you have a triangle that is um, um, that is that is the basis for three squares. Um, all of the three squares have one side in common with your original triangle, and that's sort of the whole a squared plus b squared plus c squared idea. So anyway, we'll just go ahead and go to a blank page. I'm not finding one, so let's just go to options and add a page, blank page. There you go. Okay. Now what we want to do here is we want to construct a line segment, and then to keep our parent-child relationships where we want them to be, we want to construct, a perpendicular to that line segment. We can do that by selecting this segment and that point. So we've got that, and as in some previous videos, we're just going to go ahead and put a point on that line, and we did that manually this time, whereas in the past we have let the computer construct a line, but we still get the same effect. As you can see, the point is married to the line. Generally speaking, I like going the other route, letting the computer do it, where we simply highlight the line and then construct a point, because I think it's just good practice. But anyway, in this case, I'm going to just go ahead and do it manually, as I did to begin with. Then we'll go ahead and hide that off and finish our triangle by selecting those 3 points. Let's see, I got those in the wrong order. And constructing the segments. There we go. Now we can use this as a parent object for a more complete object down in this area by putting a point down here, selecting, let's say, let's go ahead and move that point just a little bit, because I'm afraid we're going to have interference. Anyway, so what we'll do is we'll mark a vector from here to here. Then we'll highlight the whole thing and transform it and translate it, and there we go. And then we can go ahead and just expand this a little bit to make our squares look a little bit cooler. Then you have there are other videos in the series. I don't really remember what it's called. Oh yeah, it's square given two vertices. That's pretty cool, because that's what it is. That tells you how to use this tool, how to get it to come up. Anyway, it's by clicking the custom tool button, this thing here, going to example tools, going to square given two vertices, we can simply go to our points. Whoops, sorry about that. Gotta keep your mouse button held down, and constructing the squares. Now you notice there that I'm not getting my square where I want it, and that's because I selected the wrong the vertices in the wrong order, and that will happen to you. Happens to me pretty regularly. So then we just undo that, go back to tools, and select our tool again, and there we go with that one. And then I believe that we should go from here to here. Oh, see, did it again. So we'll undo that. Start the tool back up and construct it the other way, and there you go. There is your object, your completed object, or at least the completed base object. You can do kind of whatever you want to do. You can delete these interiors if you want. Nothing will that won't necessarily make the rest of the object go away. You can hide the labels that are present, and the square given two vertices. Any square you build using that tool somehow or another, not sure how, but somehow or another, it's always going to give you two of the four labels. We'll just hide those. And as you can see, our object is in fact durable, doesn't come apart. We can select this point and transform it by dragging it around. It does a different kind of transformation. And then this point does a different kind of transformation. Then we can select any segment on this particular parent object, and it moves the parent independently. That's not always the case, but it is in this case, and I don't really want to go into why. Anyway, that is the object used in this particular proof. And there are other videos that will tell you how to dynamically measure this rectangle compared to these two rectangles. Think it might be useful for you. Go ahead and knock yourself out and check those out. Hope that's helpful, and off I go to the next one.